95% of the ocean is still unexplored. Right now, you and I are floating at the surface of the ocean. But in the next few minutes, we're diving deeper than sunlight, deeper than the Titanic, all the way into places humans have barely explored, and what might still be hiding beyond our deepest charts. But what happens when you drop a camera 3,000 feet into the ocean? Colors start to disappear. Reds and oranges fade first, then even the blues turn gray. The surface noise, the waves and sunlight vanish above you. All that's left is a heavy, dark silence pressing in from every side. The pressure climbs higher and higher, squeezing every bolt on the camera. The familiar fish slip away, and new shapes appear at the edge of the frame. Bigger eyes, sharper teeth, bodies built for the dark. With every meter, the ocean you know gets left behind. And we haven't even reached the first official ocean zone yet. This is our last look at daylight. Once the submarine lets go, there's only one direction left to go. As we enter the sunlight zone, from the surface down to 200 meters, sunlight still reaches us, making everything bright and blue. Great white sharks patrol these waters, perfectly built for the clear sightlines up here. At just 2 to 3 atmospheres of pressure, about 30 to 44 pounds per square inch, they hunt with power and speed. Dolphins move in pods above, using clicks to find fish. This low pressure lets them stay agile and social in the warm surface waters. Sea turtles glide slowly below, grazing seagrass powered by sunlight. Even at 100 meters, pressure is only 2 atmospheres, easy for them to surface for air. On the reefs, clownfish dart through anemones. Sunlight feeds the coral ecosystem here. This thin layer supports 90% of ocean life. Plankton drift everywhere, fish school tightly, predators circle. Pressure stays low. Everything works together in this bright world. But we're hitting the edge of the sunlight zone. Pressure doubles from the surface. Light fades fast. Water grows colder. Next, the twilight zone. We've left sunlight behind and entered the twilight zone, 200 to 1,000 meters. Light barely reaches here. Colors fade to gray, and danger starts to show itself. Pressure jumps to 3 to 10 atmospheres, 45 to 150 pounds per square inch. Barracuda hang motionless, silver streaks in the dim water, waiting to explode after anything that swims too close. One wrong turn, and those needle teeth rip through flesh. Blue-ringed octopuses drift near the bottom, their glowing rings a warning. One bite delivers enough venom to kill 26 adults within minutes. Down here, a single mistake can end you fast. Then the viperfish appears, huge jaws, needle teeth longer than your fingers, photophores lighting its path. It doesn't chase prey. It waits in the dark, lures them close, then strikes. This is where hunting becomes predatory. The twilight zone isn't safe anymore. Food is scarce, so every encounter is life or death. Pressure crushes unprotected gear. One equipment failure 700 meters down means no return. Animals here didn't evolve to be friendly. We're reaching 1,000 meters now, 10 atmospheres bearing down. Light is almost gone. The water feels heavier, colder, more hostile. Next, the midnight zone, where even predators become prey. Now we've crossed into the midnight zone, 1,000 to 3,000 meters. No sunlight has ever touched this place. Total darkness, 10 to 30 atmospheres of pressure, 150 to 450 pounds per square inch crushing in. The anglerfish drifts by, its glowing lure the only light for miles. That bait isn't for feeding fish. It's a death trap. Anything investigating gets swallowed whole by a mouth that expands to 3 times its size. The gulper eel appears next, a living vacuum cleaner. Its stomach can stretch to hold prey larger than itself, because down here meals might not come for weeks. No sunlight, no plants, everything survives on corpses from above. Dragonfish patrol with rows of photophores, tiny light organs lining their bodies. They don't just glow to see. They use patterns to confuse prey, signal mates, and hide from predators twice their size. This isn't fishing anymore. It's warfare. At around 3,800 meters, we'd pass the Titanic, crushed by pressure that turns steel into twisted metal. This zone doesn't forgive. "30 atmospheres presses down at 3,000 meters. Human bodies would collapse. Every second costs energy you might never replace." Leaving the midnight zone now. But here's the question. If these are the creatures we've filmed, what's still down here we haven't caught on camera? Tell me below. We've reached the abyss zone, 3,000 to 6,000 meters, near freezing water. 30 to 60 atmospheres of pressure, 450 to 900 pounds per square inch. This is where the ocean becomes endless void. Giant squid emerge from the black, tentacles spanning bus lengths. They battle sperm whales that dive this deep, leaving scars and beaks and stomachs. Size becomes the ultimate weapon down here. Goblin sharks slide past, nasal flaps sensing blood from miles away. Their jaws shoot forward like slingshots, 30% of their body length in one strike. One bite severs prey clean through. Frilled sharks coil like eels from 80 million years ago. 6 rows of 300 trident teeth shred anything they touch. They don't chase. They wait centuries if needed. The abyss devours light, warmth, and hope. But consider this. How do creatures this massive survive with no food falling from above? What else patrols these depths we've never seen? Your theories below. We've reached the Hadal zone, trenches deeper than 6,000 meters, down to 11,000 in the Mariana Trench, 600 to 1,100 atmospheres, 9,000 pounds per square inch, pressure that flattens mountains. At 10,000 meters, something massive disturbs the sediment. Too slow for fish, too large for squid. Just a shadow, then gone. What do you think that was down here? Our charts end here, but the ocean doesn't. That shadow at 10,000 meters, what was it? A new species? Something ancient? Or just the deep playing tricks on our lights? We've mapped less than 25% of the seafloor. 95% of this world stays dark, cold, and waiting.